Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and gentle ladies, and men, women, and women, men, and mermen, and vampires, and Sasquatches, and ghosts, and everybody else watching. This is Madman, your host, your friend, and I do mean that. And this is more Fear, Perseus Mandate. So we are going to go ahead and load our most recent game, which would be this one, I think. So I haven't played this game in a minute. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, so I thought I would jump back in. And I'm feeling like the audio is a bit loud, so we're going to go ahead and lower that a little bit. Okay, good. That's better. If you can't hear my melodious voice, why are you even watching? I mean, why would anyone? So I can reload. Okay. I'm using a new mouse, so I wanted to make sure all the keys still work. Alright. So, we're pretty early in this game. God damn, we haven't made much progress, have we? Let's try to remedy that this video. This game in particular seems to be a good medium for... Whoa. I almost killed you guys. Fuck's sake. Seems to be a good way of balancing out my attention between playing an interesting game and also ranting about shit. It's a nice game for that. It has a good I don't know, has a good feel for that. If you're a Let's Player and you've never played this, it's good because there are moments of calm and serenity and sort of false safety that you can kind of...
Over there!
Whoa. Why is my button not working? Fuck, where did he go? Shit. God damn it. There you are, you fucker. I forgot they hit you with these guys this early. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, the music has stopped, indicating that we've killed them all.
That's new.
No, it's not, dude. They were in the first game. You fucking scrub.
What are you, a casual? If you've never played Fear, why are you even a companion in this game?
Alright, I have to do it, guys. There, we're done. The OCD has been satisfied. We can move on. Is this door magically open now? Because you guys are up here? Okay, good. Okay, very good, very good, very good. I really love these games, man. They have an incredible amount of replay value. If you've never played these games, give them a fucking chance. I know I've said that a bunch of times, but these games are you know, they're linear, dated shooters at this point, but they have an incredible amount of like replay value. Are those guys?
Out, Sergeant.
Those guys just not. Those guys just not meant to be killable. I hit those guys in the head, I'm pretty sure, like 3 times. They should be dead. That's some nice design there. Oh. I thought that shadow was part of the fucking concrete awning thing. I was going to be like, why the fuck would you half cover up the lettering in front of your company? Company's not going to be around for long if you do that.
Watch out.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, we're trapped, I get it. I remember this part, god damn.
Good move. Don't worry, brother. We'll get you out.
It's another sewer level.
Oh. If you've never watched Civvy 11's videos, check him out on YouTube, he's funny. This is gonna collapse immediately, isn't it? Yep. How could I have predicted that? Okay, alright, back in the water, okay. Alright, the water of the womb, ah yes, the creepy Lilith feminine theme of this game surfaces once again.
Kama Sutra position. Bending over to be shot.
One guy dies and you call for reinforcements, you fucking coward. Fucking scrub. Shouldn't have damaged me, game.
Game, how dare you? That shouldn't have damaged me, you fucking piece of shit.
Do we only have 2 weapons? Oh no, okay. Alright. Well, This gun kind of sucks, but it's definitely worth sacrificing one of the shitty assault rifles for it. That's definitely...
A worthy bargain, a fair trade, as they would say. In the days of mercantilism, when wooden ships carried silk and silver and other crap from one country to another, and human slaves. That's what they would have said. Ah, yes, a worthy trade, a worthy bargain. Except human slaves are still traded rampantly in the current day and age. We just don't talk about it. Back in the day, we just did it openly. Now we do it not openly. Nothing has actually changed. No improvement or significant alteration to that trend has actually taken place. The only thing that's happened, the only thing that's been altered is we just don't talk about it. You can ship a Haitian orphan to St. James Island. You can ship a 19-year-old Russian bride from Moscow to Alabama. You can do whatever you want. But just don't talk about it. That's the condition now. Back in the day, you just had to pay the money, and you could do it. We haven't become... Whoa, holy fuck. You piece of shit. I can't even pick up your dagger. What a fucking dick move, man. Okay, I see you, you fuck. Can we get that med kit? Okay, good. Alright, we don't want to alert them yet. I think we want to get some high ground first. But this passage is taking us downward. Ooh. It's the opposite of what we want. It's a challenge. Ooh, very nice. No armor, though. Whoa.
TPS report. You're gonna have to work Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday. We know you don't have anything better to do. It's not like you have a date. Don't lie. We know you're a loser. Roger that, I heard that explosion. That explosion has been catalogued.
The foot shooting method, yes, an arcane way of killing, but an effective one. There are lots of arteries in the feet.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut would be a great idea, bro, if any of you actually did it. Christ. Did you just throw a grenade? Fuck. Heard a metallic clicking sound and I was like, oh, it's a grenade. This game is great in terms of its combat because it lets the player decide exactly how they want to fight to go. Like, you can do things quickly, you can not even use slow-mo if you don't want to use it. You can use it sparingly, or you can use it like I do in a bitch kind of way to sort of like assassinate these people, these clones. Shit. Oh, those are just grenades. Okay. Like, there's so many options. Like, it doesn't seem that way because it's like, oh, it's an old linear boomer shooter. Why would you play this? The amount of agency that you have as a player in terms of how you plan, like, moving into a room to fight things, it's really, it's not typical of games from this era. That's why this game stood out so much when it came out. It got a lot of praise, as it should have. And every playthrough is different, too. That's why this is so replayable. Like, I doubt I've killed that guy in that specific way. You know? Whereas, you know, you play Doom, you play other shooters, you kind of have to kill the enemies in a very specific way that's been predetermined for you by the design of the game and the levels. What makes this game so great is its replayability that's connected to or based on your interaction with the enemy placement and also the AI.
and the slow-mo mechanic, and how those three things kind of intermesh. Like that's what makes this game so goddamn good. Is you have this. Whoa! What the fuck? Did I just put my weapon away? What did I just do with my guns? Oh, there they are. Okay. I did want to drop them, but not where I couldn't fucking see them. Okay. There's a pistol right here that I saw out of the corner of my eye. I'm always looking for pistols out of the corner of my eye. Game paused. What the fuck? No. I gotta get rid of that say key. That is too close to the drop weapon key. Okay. Alright, very good. We're gonna leave that weapon right there. We're gonna blow this CRT to hell, even though it's better than most monitors. I did see a monitor that I actually might replace my current one with. It's a 4K OLED, an LG 4K OLED, 3 millisecond response time, 32 inches. I looked at that and I was like, you know what? That's probably worth the $1,200 that I don't have. I'll just sell a kidney or some blood or some, you know, my gallbladder. I'll sell some sort of ancillary organ, and then I'll be able to afford a gaming monitor. Ooh. Well, Alma just teleported us to the tunnels beneath St. James Island. Let's see what's down here. Maybe Stephen Hawking is going to wheel by. He's going to walk past. Because when he went out to the island, he was given the correct cocktail of drugs to be able to walk out of his wheelchair and behave like a normal person. I saw a great meme in reference to that, where someone was like, oh, the Stephen Hawking thing, it's there to distract you from the fact that much more important and famous people are on the flight logs, like fucking George Lucas. Like, there's people on those flight logs that are now public, so, you know, I'm not any more dangerous than anybody else by referring to this. But there's people on those logs that are a lot more, like the people who are still alive and who are in powerful positions. And in those two senses, those people are a lot more relevant and important right now, excuse me, than Stephen Hawking, who, you know, important guy, obviously, genius, physicist, etc., etc. He's passed away. People who are alive right now and have influence over millions of other people, kind of a bit more important, and they're on the list. So, and again, you know, I saw another meme that was kind of fucked up. It was like, oh, well, just because they were on the list, it doesn't mean that they did anything weird. And it's like, why else would you go to that island? And even if you did go and you didn't intend to do anything evil or reprehensible, you're now associated with that group. And, you know, if you didn't know about it or you didn't intend to be associated with that group, yikes. Like, if you're in the upper echelons, if you vault your way up that high, you got to be ready for that shit. You got to be ready to be associated with those people, even if you have the ability or the autonomy to actually refuse to do things that you're not comfortable with, which hopefully you do have, if you find yourself there, you know, against your intent. Hopefully you have the capability to refuse to do what you're not comfortable with doing. And no one should be comfortable with doing a lot of the things that were done on that island for obvious reasons. But you know, it suffices to say, if you're on that list, maybe there's a couple people who are on that list who didn't actually do anything. Maybe, I don't know. I don't fucking know if any of it's even true. The island could be deserted. It could be just a building that no one's ever been in. This could all be a distraction for idiots and schizos to prevent them from being competent, viable workers and you know, producers of creative objects and contributors to projects. Like, maybe if you're easily distracted and prone to conspiracies, maybe that's the point of the whole thing, is to attract you to this narrative and then waste your time in your life by making you obsess about it, as if you can do anything about it. Like, people have been doing heinous shit forever. You think you're going to change it? It sounds pessimistic, but it's like, you know, if you're a good person, you know what you can do? Go to a homeless shelter. Feed people food who are going to go shoot heroin right after you give them their bowl of soup. There's your good deed. You know, Immanuel Kant used to say, a real good deed is when you do something good for someone that you know doesn't deserve it. Like, you give someone something and you know they're going to waste it. That's a good deed. And the reason it's a good deed is because that person might waste that good deed that you did in that moment, and they might waste another dozen good deeds after that. But the point of continually being generous is to either guilt that person into self-improvement or to sustain them until they reach some event in their life that convinces them to self-improve. That's the point. It's the point is to have faith in human potential. That's what faith in Christ really is it's faith in the average asshole on the street, because they might be, they might not be able to be a genius, but that maybe they could be a construction worker, maybe they could help build a church, maybe they could help build housing for other homeless people once they get clean. That's the point. It's to use, I'm going to indulge in a corporatized term here, but it's to use human resources correctly. It's to literally look at other humans and go, this person is an untapped resource. They're flawed, they're addicted to something, they're homeless, they're whatever, but they have potential. And it's to recognize that potential and say, this person seems to have a soul, they seem to be conscious, they seem to be somebody who could do something useful, and it's worth wasting energy on them, even if that expenditure of energy doesn't result in a competent person at the end of that expenditure. Like even if it doesn't work out, the point is to have faith that it will. The point is to be comfortable with pouring energy into those types of projects, because if you get pessimistic or too selective about who you have faith in and who you give energy to, what will happen if everybody in your society adopts that mentality, or if enough people do, is people who just need a little bit of a push, a little bit of help, a little bit of a hand to pull them up from the abyss. Those people will fall, and you will lose more than you lost in expending energy for people who waste it. It's a gamble. It's like investing in a stock when you invest in people like that. And helping the homeless. Like if you really want to be a good person, go do that, because a lot of the people you're helping are not gonna. They're just leeches that'll take advantage of what you're doing. But it will steel you against cynicism and pessimism, because for every 20 people that you feed that go off and do heroin and commit crimes, the one person that actually claws their way up out of destitution and gets a job and ends up maybe helping other people, the value of their improved existence is infinitely greater than the 20 scum fucks who just end up, in alleyways, warming the bricks they're sleeping against. Like, the trick is to recognize that one good deed is worth 100 wasted expenditures of good energy. The value of one good thing that you've done, and that includes for yourself, if you've been abusing yourself and you've been mistreating yourself and not giving yourself what yourself needs. If you are a conscious human being, if you're a language parasite, if you're an archon, if you're an embodied true soul, as Baldur's Gate would put it, and you've been vampirically using your own body instead of symbiotically existing in it, then you have been mistreating another person, because you are not the body you inhabit. You are not a pile of meat. It's unfortunate that we're here in these piles of meat, but that's the best thing that we've got on this planet. Whether you interpret things in a religious sense, where you think, there's some cosmic metaphorical system where you look at Earth and you think, oh, well, Earth was made by God and we were here to do whatever, like that, like whatever your religion is. That's one way of interpreting it. The way I prefer is the moon is to look at things this way. The moon is some sort of spacecraft that came to Earth, which is a globe, it's a planet, all that planetary shit is true. Although I don't think we actually went to the moon, or if we did go to the moon, which I hope we did. It'd be really cool if we did. That's why I want to believe that. It's not for any like cultural flex, a U.S. cultural flex against the Soviets. I don't give a shit about that. I hope we went there because it's really badass if we managed to do it. That'd be like going to the Marianas Trench in a cardboard box. That would just be badass if it's true. That's why I like to believe we did. If we went to the moon, I think the footage was fake, is what I'm trying to say. I think we saw things on the moon that were too cognito-hazardous for people to accept, and I think the footage was faked, but I do think we actually went there. That's my nice little fusion of the two perspectives, is there's a perspective that everything is true that we heard, and we went there, and the footage was real. And then there's the other perspective that's like, none of it's real, it's all fake. I think that a combination of the two is usually true. Kind of like a combination of left and right is usually true. A combination of fire and water is usually true. A combination of blue and red to make purple is usually true. The truth is usually purple. Anyway, my original point was just to say, you know, whether you believe a religious interpretation of our presence here or some sort of scientific one, I think that the factor that's shared between those different interpretations is, well, we're here to do something, and there's a higher power that has put us here. Whether it's a god or an alien ship of refugees that found a planet to deposit itself onto, as part of some experiment or part of some imperative to replicate itself, probably it's an experiment, to embody language in alternate forms and see how it handles terraforming a new planet. If the moon is a sort of hive that floated into Earth's orbit at some point, because that seems to be the most viable explanation for the strange aspects of that body. It seems to be hollow, or mostly hollow. It has a lot of strange regoliths and other geological formations on its surface. The moon is very weird. Kubrick was obsessed with it because he references the 237,000 miles statistic in The Shining. He has a room 237 thing, and room is, of course, very close to moon. So there's a lot of things. He was an autismo, so it's a case where you can actually apply sort of schizo pattern recognition to that work. Like that's a valid application of that, and there aren't very many of those. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that whatever your interpretation of our place here is, it's important to remember that you are not confined to this body. That's not the way to look at it. Confinement is not a good way of looking at your presence here. Confinement or damnation is not effective. Even if it's true, it's better to give in to an illusion if the utility of doing so is greater than the drawbacks of doing that. And it's the same with putting a motivating quote up on your wall. Some kind of meme, whatever quote that inspires you. Like, print it out and put it up on your wall. That's one example of how to motivate yourself. And it might all be bullshit, but the point is that your body, your spacesuit, is more sensitive to those types of linguistic, runic, magic spells than you are. If you're at all significant in terms of what you are, and I'll leave it that vague intentionally. If you have a strong soul, if you have a soul that's had a hard time reconciling its presence in your current body, then what that means is that you need to do two things. You need to probably better satisfy your body, because if you're a strong soul, you're probably more separate from your body than you should be. You're probably more sort of floating above yourself. You're probably more dysphoric, more disembodied than you should be. Number one. Number two, what that means is, as a consequence, your body is probably feeling neglected because you probably are neglecting it. Your body, if you don't feel comfortable thinking of yourself as one thing, then you need to alternately think of yourself as an entity that is curating or taking care of a pet. And the pet you're taking care of is your body. You have to feed it, you have to clean it, you have to wipe its ass, It's not fun, but it's necessary, you know? That's the way to look at self-improvement if you're a sort of autistic person, if you're an archon that has had trouble being integrated into its host physical form, which the older I get and the more things I read that are tangential to Gnosticism, the more I think, well, this probably isn't true. It's probably not literally real, but it's extremely useful to a lot of people, in particular at a certain point in their lives. A lot of confused, sensitive, intelligent people would probably get a lot of use out of this way of looking at reality. So that's why I play Fear as an excuse to rant about this shit. Oh, and Jin's gonna get sucked down into the sewer. He was like, "Stop ranting, you fuck! Play the game!" Now I'm all turned around. God damn it. Did that door just... Okay, it's still there. Alright, let's move on for a bit here. I'll keep talking, but I gotta move on in the game, or else what the fuck's the point of playing this? God, look at that lighting. God damn. Like, I could use that as a desktop background, just like this, right here. That's so fucking good. Whoa, we're auto-saving, guys. Watch out. Did we get our weapons taken away? Fucking better not have taken my weapons. Shit, can we pick this up? No. Did I miss that, or have we not been there? I don't know. Oh god, he screwed himself. Get it? Whoa! Oh shit.
Woo! Recon, I think something may have just happened.
Yeah, you damn well do, you fucking dickhead. Okay. Now, did they hide any Pfizer jabs in here? I'm expecting one, because we haven't had one in a while. Ooh, some armor. I'll take that. Let's see what we got in here. I'm feeling anxious about the time of this video, the length of it. I should probably check. If we've been going for 40 minutes, I should probably stop. Give you guys a fucking break. Alright. Let's pick these back up. Okay, we can't go through there. Isn't that nice? Alright. Looks like we're gonna have to go underground. We're gonna have to go underground. Take our red-pilled philosophies to the people who need them. Or maybe you guys could just teleport me across the ice wall. Straight up right now. I'd be mentally resilient enough to accept whatever I saw. My concern is having people around me who can reassure me and say, yes, what you're seeing is real. And not Israel, which is fake, but is true. Okay, ooh, medkit time? Can we grab that? Is it over here? Don't just body dump in here, man. That's like lore dumping. That's just... it's inconsiderate. It's gonna clog up the filters, and then people's drinking water will be covered in shitty blood. Okay, I'm gonna save just because we've made a bit of progress here. In fact, this might be a good way to end things, using this this little checkpoint here to make an excuse to do that. So we're going to do that. Thank you guys for watching / listening. I do appreciate it. I hope these videos have helped you in some way, or at least entertained you. Entertainment can be a form of help, but do be careful not to get caught in the con-tent. Don't fall asleep in the tent of cons, of content meant to content you. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to keep you asleep. It's meant to calm you down. Everybody needs that. But like any substance, You have to treat entertainment like a substance, like a drug. It can be used in excess, so don't do that. Use it responsibly, as all the booze adverts will tell you. Anyway, with that said, thank you again for watching. Hope you're doing well. Hope your family and loved ones and friends are doing well. Keep yourself healthy. Pay attention to your health. It's a pain in the ass at first, but if you make a habit of it, the habit fades into the background of your mind. It becomes second nature. Take your vitamin D. Get some sleep. Get good sleep, REM sleep. If you're dreaming, you're getting good sleep. If you're not dreaming for several days in a row, you're not getting good sleep, okay? It's worth even taking drugs to get good sleep. Dreaming is vital, okay? That's you communing with the extra-dimensional realm, and it helps you stay in your body, and it helps prevent demons from taking you over, okay? Dream. Don't just sleep, but dream. Weed and alcohol are fun, but they inhibit your ability to dream. They inhibit REM sleep. I'll say it again. Weed and alcohol inhibit REM sleep. Don't fuck with that shit too much. If you're going to do it a few hours before you go to bed. Drink water, etc. REM sleep is important. REM sleep it's the manna of sanity. And if you're not sane, you can't do anything. If you want to do cool, evil, edgy shit, if you're insane, you can't do it. If you want to do good deeds, if you're insane, you can't do that either. You can't do anything. You're fucked. Stay sane. Keep your health in order, no matter who you are or what your play style is. That having been said, I'll bid you adieu. Stay frosty, everybody. Stay cool. And, as always, peace out, my friends.